Hello, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Genshin Impact. So, as you remember from the last video, we were doing the second part or the continuation of the Golden Slumber story quest or world quest. I mean. So, if you remember from the last video, well, I was talking a little bit in Spanish from time to time. So I may also do that. I don't know. I will see if I can get to speak in Spanish too. That will depend. But if you remember from the last video too, we were watching Jeht in her new like clan. Her new yeah, it is a clan, okay? No, not clan. Tribe. Yes, it is a tribe. Since clans and tribes, well, they have similar like concepts, but are different in some sort of way. So, well, that doesn't matter. But whatever. So, after the what happened during the Golden Slumber story quest, we got separated, and she happened to stumble across this new tribe, the Tanit, I believe they are called. So, after visiting her here, we have to do some stuff before we can continue making her quest. Well, not stuff. Well, it is stuff, but not that kind of stuff. So, we will go now to the temple on the outskirts of Gorabad. Yeah, Gorabad, as you can see. Since it is the only way to activate an oasis. It's the eternal oasis if I believe. If my memory serves me right. So yeah, we already started this little part. We already completed the other part where we have to see what she did during her time in the tribe and whatnot. So now let's get a moving. Also, if you happen to know, the Hutao and Yelan banners are up. I really don't need Hutao nor Yelan because I already have them. As you can see here, Hutao is already here. Yelan is already here too as well. Yep, there it is. So I don't think I will need to wish for them. I mean, if I didn't have them, I surely would. But and I don't think that I need their like weapons. I mean, Yelan's damage is quite good. She's quite well built. Gutao could be better, but the RNG here sucks. So, and I don't want to waste my currency, my primogems and wishes. I mean, I already have like 30,000 and 37 wishes too. But I don't think it's really necessary that I get them, even though both the Staff of Home and Aqua Simulacra are really good weapons. But I think I will be fine just for now. So, let's continue onwards and see what this new thing is awaiting for us. So, if you remember from the last story quest, Jet's father like passed away trying to protect us. Trying to protect us. He saved us from whatever future held us during the Golden Summer Story quest. It was because one of his former like teammates from another tribe actually found us. So in order to let us out from some sort of pyramid, or no, it was King Dashret's like throne. Yeah, it was. He happened to go inside of the thing of. It was like a mass, a dark mass that consumed everything inside of King Dashret's temple. Not temple, throne room. So, and after that, we happened to well, after all of that, we were able to like come here, and well, now we are helping Jet to make their parents like finally, um, like rest in peace, something like that. They should be able to meet in the. It was another oasis. It was something about an oasis, like going to paradise or something. Like they will find peace, okay? So they can find peace. That's the point. So let's see what this story quest is going to tell us. Okay. Hmm. Huh. Whoa. The ruins here are huge. Ta-da! These, then, are the city ruins. I read, no, I read some of the old theses that you can find at the piece that. Oh, well, like I said, I am not that good at reading. That's what the book says, anyway. Okay. Whatever the case, those who first built this place must have. So you need to read this part of Trial Life. Hmm. I mean, Matriarch Lava practically forces to read us every day. To read every day. The child of Tanit should not only trust their ways of the desert or gliding. Okay. Well, that's what she said anyway. Well, that's true. I mean, what can you? At least she worries about her people, not just being like, being able to adapt in the desert, but also have some knowledge. Like they make it like read, like take notes. Well, read, write, all those kind of things that at least make your your brain work a little too much. Think. I mean, read is good. As well as me. See, if I was good at reading, I could be able to read all of what they put in as fast as they put it. But I can't. I can't really. The Temple's Gate. Okay. I mean, and trust me, sometimes it's a little difficult. Even in Spanish, for example, que hay personas que en serio necesitan esa clase de educación, ¿saben? Como digo, no soy muy bueno para leer, o sea, sí sé leer, sí lo sé, pero no leo a una velocidad, a la velocidad adecuada. Y ya que rara vez leo, you can imagine that it would be good that I think that it is good that Maker Bubble does give them like something to do from time to time, like that kind of that kind of thing that in order to like read to have a little bit more of knowledge and whatnot. I think that's really good of her. Very considerate. Like yes, it is good to like and know your ways in the desert. But if you don't know how to read or how to to read or any else besides like surviving, I guess it's not good either. Because that way you can think for yourself. If you want something and you know that you are able to get it, then it can be good. Like not being stuck into the basic. Sin estar en lo básico. Tener más conocimientos, más experiencias, es more experiences, I should mean. You're too slow yet. I've been waiting here for you for ages. Oh, this is the part. Oh, okay. So this is it. Well, I do have to say that this does change a little bit here. We will start this and I will show you the different kind of dialogue that it will appear regarding this little interaction. And it's very interesting. You'll see why. Okay, so Yeah. You done, Asarik? You bound your head up so tight that even Alhamar himself would have been peeling your skin off. Who knows? He might even laugh at you for being a scary cat. Ah, is that how you talk to your elders, little wildcat? Have you forgotten your actual business here? Or about how someone's been waiting for you for half a day? Oh, and someone tanning themselves in the sun and having a drink or two passes for business. Now, does it? Hmm. Well, the thieves who make false accusations. Just you watch. Maybe I stick that clever little head of yours upside down in the sand. May that clear it. Maybe that'll clear it. Rubbish. You haven't beaten me ever since you taught me how to wrestle. Huh. You two get along so well. Yeah, we've never seen two people start slinging mud at each other at the moment they met quite like you do. That is true. I mean, she does get along with everyone. Ella, la verdad es que se lleva muy bien con todos, es cierto. O sea, al menos por lo que se ha visto, no tiene ninguna clase de problema ni nada. Y hasta la llaman una buena chica por alguna razón. Y o sea, es respetada. Es muy respetada en el clan. En la tribu, quiero decir. Pero aquí viene lo interesante. Porque, bueno, después de esto, de lo que estuvimos haciendo y aquí, o sea, todos han estado diciendo, pues, varias cosas sobre ella. En especial en social media. Pero hay algo que la verdad es que cambia acá. Por ejemplo, bueno, no sé si ustedes conozcan, pero después de todo lo que pasamos y conociéndola un poco mejor y todo lo que quieran, hay ciertas cosas que han estado cambiando durante estas escenas. Por ejemplo, esta. No pude encontrar exactamente las escenas como tal en una imagen, pero aquí va. Después de esto, okay, so they are saying that they know each other, that they sling mud at each other and whatnot. That they are like kind of brothers, or not brothers. I should say like good comrades or teammates, I should say. But here comes the interesting part. Haha, well, this is Asarik, a senior of mine in the tribe. He's also like my older brother, and he's being a big help. Ah, yes, yes. She treats me like a brother, and we get along very better still. If she didn't like hanging out with the ladies more. And this is interesting because as you can see here, como pueden ver aquí, está insinuando que le gusta estar más con mujeres en cierta manera. Y o sea, al menos, at least me, I don't see any sort of problem there. I mean, you can hang out with whoever you want, whether they are boys or men or girls, women. No le veo ningún tipo de problema, la verdad, ya sea hombre, si quieres estar, dar más tu tiempo con hombres o con mujeres, tú puedes hacer lo que quieras. Pero esto está insinuando un poco raro. O sea, está dando una rara insinuación sobre lo que quiere dar a entender. ¿Me explico? Do you understand? So, the way that he's saying this is like she likes girls for, yeah, she likes like he's giving this kind of explanation like Jet likes girls, just like that. That's the explanation that they are giving, and here comes the interesting part. Like I said, um, here goes Jet's answer. Oh, and I'm oh, and she says, "Hey, hey, quit it! Stop giving them the wrong idea." She like tries to stop or like put down the insinuation that she may like girls. Like she's not giving this the like that same energy from beginning. Because if you remember from the last video, she tried to make us blush. She tried to like being kind of sassy, like here. In Spanish you would say cachondo, cachonda en este caso, que trata de pues parecer como ay, es una palabra un poco rara para mí de explicar, pero trata como de darnos esa inseguridad para que podamos como bajar nuestras ideas y también podamos demostrarle nuestras debilidades. Pero esto lo que está demostrando es un poco diferente, porque antes estaba actuando todo high, todo como teniendo la cabeza por arriba, pero ahora, look at her. She's like, oye, detente, deja de darles la idea errónea. Y esto cambia también, como se los dije, esto es lo interesante, porque ahorita yo estoy con Lumin, como lo pueden ver. I am with Lumin, and the idea changes. If you just see her, she says, and so what? What if I hang out with girls? Oh wait, I think I do have that one. Wait, let me see. Yeah, I mean, does say that, but it's like I said, it's different. It's way different when she said this. Like, yeah, like, yeah, and so what? What if I like to hang out with girls? She says when Ether is there. So it is giving that some sort of idea because Lumin, I mean, I understand that when it's Lumin, if you had a crush, if you were a woman and you had a crush on another woman, and it was, and if your crush was right there and there, I mean, you would try to get to like this means that kind of idea. You will be nervous. You will try to not to like put down that kind of theory or idea. I mean, Ether, on the other hand, would be like, yeah, so what? I can do whatever I want and hang with whoever I want. But here, it's giving the idea that she has some sort of feelings for Lumin or something. I may be looking too much, but this is what it gives. This is the idea that she is giving. Como se los dije, con Ether es muy distinto cómo actúa, porque ella trata de dar la idea de que no le importa. No le importa lo que diga, que prefiere estar, pasarla con las chicas y que no debería importarle. Pero aquí, como se los dije, está tratando de quitar esa idea de la cabeza. Y como se los digo, al parecer, tiene alguna clase de crush con Lumi. Y si tú tuvieras, si ustedes mujeres que están viendo este video, tuvieran a su crush enfrente, ya fuera hombre o mujer, y se les estuvieran diciendo ahí en su cara, o sea, Lumina no supo ni qué decir, solo hizo, oh, y Paimon también. Y ahora Jet está tratando de quitar esa idea como de sus cabezas, que no les esté dando esa clase de idea. Por lo cual, pues, es bastante obvio. Pero, en fin. Let's continue. Alright, whatever. Looming, was it? Take care of her for me, eh? She's pretty good, but she likes charging into danger like a wild cat. Oh, so that's why it's called a wild cat, huh? What was that? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you just said something bad about me. You see. Oh, you see. Okay, I think I get the gist of things. I'll take care of her. Hmm, I'm wondering. Me pregunto qué dirá. No, me encargaré de ella. Don't you worry. I'll take care of her. Don't you fret. Lumin's a real experienced adventurer. Things will be fine here with Jet. Just leave it to us. Oh, damn. It could have been good to see what her reaction would have been I will take care of her. What am I, a child? Alright. Let's talk business. Mater Baba has asked me to guide you into the city ruins. I will lead the way, so follow closely. Whoa, so that's what it was. That's the first we've heard of what we need to do all day. Well, it wasn't no convenient to explain our objective back at the settlement. The Matrix believes the walls have ears. Fair is fair. I mean, you don't know who might be listening, even if you are in your own base. Our objective here is to find the fragment of the mother of Jeet. We need it in order to be accepted into the eternal oasis at the desert's heart. The Jinn were familiars of the Queen of all oases, so it would naturally accept their presence. Their powers were also intended to create fertile lands amidst barren sands. So well, Matriarch Babel needs to aid of the genie to restore fertility to our tribe's soil, which will maintain the health of our herds. Also, this particular genie still maintains her intelligence, so we should be able to pass through the seeds on the Eternal Oasis with her aid. Yep, what he said. Alright then, to enter the ruins we need to handle these mysterious devices first. For example, this one seems to be able to blow sand away in a specific direction, although I call it something more akin to breaking the seal. Really? Whenever the case, even though the method to unlock them has been lost, some trial and error on my part has shown that heavy impact can change the direction it's facing, creating runes that flow. That should rid us of those annoying piles of sand. Okay, so everything aside, now we are going to like. Oh, okay. Everything else aside, I may be able to find the picture and I will put it while editing this video, or maybe I won't. I will. I guess I will see, but yeah, you will see in the video if I do it, and if I not, I don't. Well, there will be some things about this should be already up, but still. Okay, so I have to hit it then. So, okay, activate the device to open the gate. Ah, nice. This way will never. Oh, this kind of device. Nice. The gate's open. Time to explore. Sure thing. Hmm? Oh, that took too long to open. Pero sí. Bueno, todo aparte, pues esa interacción fue bastante interesante. Como dije, ya tenía una idea de qué es lo que venía, pero verlo con tus propios ojos. Okay. The temple's safe. I don't see any enemies, monsters, or dangerous devices. There's just this big thing. Huh. How interesting. According to archaeological records left by the people who came before us, as well as a stone state that a Defi got from within these ruins, this big object over here is the main device that keeps the mother of the gene sealed. Just from the basic observation, I'd say that it's connected to the machine next to it. Perhaps they can make them they can be made to move in tandem somehow. Huh. So we'll need to unlock this one by side here to move this big object in the middle? That's about right. I think as for what happened afterwards, I think we'll have to cross that river when we get there. Funny, I don't see any rivers. Oh, knock it off, Jeht. So, I think we just need to repeat what we did at the gate. Let's crack this device open, shall we? Okay, sure. Hmm. I mean, there is. Wait, let me check the map first, real quick, because she did make a point. I mean, is it in the temples or where could the river that Azarik is talking about? Because I don't see no river if I'm honest. All I see is like sand. That's it. I mean, there is this thing, but I don't think it looks more of a small pond. But river. Could it be that Azarik is lying to us? I mean, Jet made a good point there. But when we can't be sure about it, you know. Oh, how about we check on this? Oh, sorry. Uh, up? No, it's not up. It's here. Hmm. Okay, just checking, just checking. Okay, this is a. Hmm. Okay. And there's another thing here blocking our way to us. Ay, 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 hay muchas cosas. Hmm. Time challenge. Maybe it could help. Voy a ayudar. Veamos qué tiene que ver esto con todo. Oh, oh, that's the device. Wait a minute. Oh, so it was that. So, okay. Oh, I thought there was going to be like some sort of weird puzzle, but no. Okay, well, the machine has started and the sand pile is gone, but the main device has still not responded at all. Well, has not, hasn't. It's the same. Hmm. Did it not work? I mean, just a little part of the sand has gone. Not everything, not the devices from the other ends are not working as well, and it's still covered with sand. That's what I guess. Wait, Blooming, you're the only one here who can use the elements, right? Hmm? Well, what I mean to say is that unlike us, who need to borrow the power of ancient spirits, your elemental abilities are innate, yes? True. Yeah, that is the case. Come on, man, just spit it out. What about it? Why don't you try touching this big thing here? But what if it turns out to be super dangerous? Don't worry about it, Paimon. We've touched all kinds of crazy things in the past, Paimon. That's true. The tear from the valley that we were somehow we were able to purify it. Then other kinds of things. Uh, mm, I mean, we did so. You say that, but we should be careful all the same. But yet, like, was left thinking there. Touch. Okay. Touch. hmm. Ah, that's what I thought. It looks like the device earlier smoothed out its charging. Ah, circuits. It looks like it's time showing us the location of the three other devices too. I suppose that if we go to these devices, we'll be able to activate all four of these seal breaking machines and clear the sand piles in front of us. Aye, I think that's how it is, judging from the previous ruin dwelling experiences anyway. Wow, you sure do know a lot. And here Paimon thought you were just some guy in a tribe somewhere. Hey, hey, give the man some respect, Paimon. Oh, sorry. What do you even mean by that, Paimon? I'm a tribeswoman myself. Alright, enough chit chat. Let's follow the direction we've been given and look for the devices. Let me think. Let's start here. How do you know that we need to go this way first? I mean, that's the direction that the thing is pointing to, too. A desert dweller's intuition, perhaps. Hmm. If we get lost, it's on your head. Relax. Both of us are here, and if things go bad, we can fight our way out, or flee to safety. That's true. But I would rather not, you know? Okay. Still wonders, Tarek, you always seem to know. No. Hmm. It's just quiet. No extra friends outside. Oh, so that's how it is. Okay. So that should, yeah, it met this. Cool. Huh? Okay. Open this. These ruins have some sort of weird tricks on them that from time to time strange. That's true.
I'll keep this close.
Okay. So where to now? Uh-oh. Enemies. Yeah. Ah, sorry, but I can't read this. It's going way too fast. Ow! Don't hit me. I'll fight you. Okay. Okay, going up. Another teleport waypoint. Cool. Okay, so is this the god they serve? Ooh, it looks like an eagle. Okay, so where could that thing be? Okay, we have to go up there. However, I am in looking for the Neuroculus here. So it should be around here somewhere, right? Is it up? I mean, there's nothing outside, I mean. Or maybe it could be up. I don't know. Okay, so there's that thing. Yeah, this thing is active.
for mercy.
Ah, okay, okay.
Crush.
I see how it is.
I condemn you.
And it's down. Okay, so he was guarding it. And he didn't let the... like this to be turned on. Okay, so we can pass through here. However, there has to be something else.
More speed.
Ah. Okay, okay. So, how about I do this instead? No. No, it doesn't seem to be doing. Oh, oh, it was. Okay, so it was. I was supposed to do that. Okay, how about we open this thing, then change it to the right direction. Look, the sun has been blown away. But how does it get blown by these things? I'm wondering. I mean, it's a strange device, obviously, but how does how does this like blow the sun away?
More speed.
Oh, it was here. Okay, let's start this. Oh no, we were close. We are trapped. Oh, but that's seal. Ah, that's one device done and dusted. Alright. Oh, it was she said alright. Been sealed. We're going to find another way out. Wait, but the thing is done, right? Okay, yes. So there is nothing else here. However, I need to find a way to like... Oh yeah, it's because of those things. So I need to like find the device that goes here in order to activate these things. Got it. Oh, that's something. Okay. But where is the Dendroculus? I didn't see it. Okay, have to spin it back this way. Yes, okay. Search the thing. I will.
More speed.
So it is something. There's something here, right? Okay. There's this thing here. However, how do I unlock this thing? This chest. Look, it's oh, enemies.
Good grief.
Ah.
Shudder.
Oh, so these enemies, the new ones. Ow.
Beg for mercy.
I didn't know this. Okay, let's try to do our best and defeat these enemies, okay? Wait. No, not that.
Touche.
Oh, come on, leave me alone, bro. Yeah. Ow.
Rack and
Yeah.
ruin.
Whoa, that's not so much help, man. Ow. Ow. Okay.
Shudder. Windblade. Beg for mercy. Get him.
Ah, bro. Brother.
Shudder.
Okay, this time you didn't burn me. Ah.
Crush.
Oh, come on. Get out of here! There we go. Get wrecked, bro. Oh, so it's one of those. I see. I see why it's a precious chest after all. Yes, thank you. Okay, so it doesn't seem to be anything else, so... Wait, should I fall down there? Sounds like it doesn't look safe, so... No. Wait, hang on. You heal a little bit there. There we go. Oh, I did have to go down. Huh. Hmm. It says search the temple, but how am I supposed to search it if I go down the... It looks like a trap, you know? Oh, but who said that I can go back up there? Huh. Ooh. Okay, okay. Ah. Whoa, it's so cool and the weather's so clean. Let's make a camp here and rest for a bit. Hey, hey, make sure you dry yourself first. Oh, or you're the hate, right? Sure, sure, I got it. And I guess it could make sense. But why dry? How could I be dry? Oh, dry! Like, I was supposed to fall down into the water or something. That thing didn't even hit me the first time. Whoa.
Eye for an eye. More speed.
Ah, if it was that, if I had that less physical resistance, it could have been good, so good. Could have made like
More speed.
more damage than I did.
I can put these to good use.
However, if I do, I wouldn't be able to get those like materials. Those are very hard to come by. You need to defeat them either in with hand anemo, geo, hydro, or cryo.
Crush.
I love how the game taught us in 3. It was 3.2, yes? Yes, 3.2 that that we got used to having a fungi, being friends with them, like Pokemon and everything, and they are still like NPCs that you can uh, take down in the game. They're just like the Ermites, but I guess that it is how the
More
game
speed.
is done after all, since well, there's no other way to get those like materials, and even though they make us like feel sympathetic and everything, it still wouldn't make us change our mind. Just take the Hillagers for example. The Hillagers are not supposed to be bad monsters or people or whatever, yet still we have to like take them out. Oh, so this changes. Okay, so do I have to line them up with the ones that are here or something? Okay. That has stuff. That. That. Hmm. Oh yes, I do have to line them up or something. Because they are different from those ones. So so yeah, this one has the 3 things here. This one has like the serpent or something. The one from the top. Oh, there we go. Ah,
I'll keep this close.
yep, always big brain time. Okay, so what monster is here? Oh, it's one of these. At least, as long as it's not a big bird, I don't think I will have too much trouble.
Beg for
At least I
mercy.
know how to fight with these things rather than the big bird right there.
I condemn you.
Cool. Haha.
More speed.
Oh, there is one of the Dendroculus there. Okay, so let me climb up there and get the thing. Okay. Uh, I lost my. There we go. Okay, it's here. First, let us defeat these enemies.
Shudder.
Okay, but I thought that well, it was obvious that the armies here wouldn't be able
Beg
to
for
use
mercy.
any sort of things in order to use the elements. They are using the spirits, bro.
Windblade.
So they use some sort of
Rack and ruin.
way to make the spirits command or summon a spirit and then use the element that they want to use. I mean that's not good, but okay. However,
What do
they
we
were
have
able to do
here?
it. Oh boy. Okay, this is the second device, I think. It says that the destruction of the city was not I did done what? Interior, perhaps slave revolt or civil war between the thing. Years despair or whatnot activity. Whatnot? I doubt
Shudder.
that much at least. Alright, enough ghost stories for now. She doesn't like ghost stories? Oh. I mean, I guess that she wouldn't like them to be like in the test of courage from 3 point. What was it?
Windblade.
3.2? No, 3.3. Yeah, I think it was 3.3, yeah. Okay, moving on with the with the in the temple. Okay, so here is another device. At least I was able to get the Dendroculus that I was to get there. Not like the other one that I couldn't even find it. Phew, we're back at the temple. What's up with the what? Okay, how about we take out this part and oh again look. A lot of the ruined areas we've encountered on the way show signs of man-made damage. There might have been unrest here, or even war. I'm no researcher, so I can't really read my pattern on these markings, but I doubt that the fate of this temple was a peaceful one. Hmm. The book says the book said that Gurabath was destroyed with searing fire and great anger of the Jinn. The Jinn? Perhaps, but it looks more like the work of a mob, soldiers, or perhaps even tribespeople like us. But who knows, eh? But we can think about that later. I think this big guy here is our more more pressing concern, no? Indeed. Perhaps the other chambers are structured like this one. Let's look around again, shall we? Alright. I'll mark our path. Thanks, Jet. Ah, Mark? Paimon didn't see you do that. We use scented oils. We use scented oils made from wet nut larvae, planting it to mark the path we must tread. Tread? We must tread. So that if we do get lost, we can just follow our nose to find the way back. Oh, that's smart. Yeah, like if you're in a labyrinth, you would want to have like what Perseus did during her. No, it was Theseus when he faced the Minotaur. That it didn't use like some sort of like a smell or oil, but one of the princes from the places where was the Minotaur give him like rope. Not that not that obvious of a rope, but it was shorter. Sí, o sea, ajá, Teseo, fue Teseo. Cuando fue a enfrentar al Minotauro para dejar que sus personas fueran como sacrificadas, una de las princesas del lugar donde vivía el Minotauro agarró y le dijo, si quieres salir con vida de esto, if you want to come out of life of this, here, of the labyrinth, here. Le dio como un estambre, like a ball of yarn, which he like tied up in his like waist, and he went on to take on the Minotaur. Sí, le dio un estambre, se lo amarró y dejando ese rastro de estambre fue y acabar con el Minotauro. After defeating the Minotaur, he used the same yarn that he left to retrail back to the entranceway. Cuando liquidó por fin al Minotauro, usó el camino que dejó con el estambre para regresar a la entrada del laberinto. It was something smart. It was something really smart, to be honest. It was so cool too. Now, I will have you know that the wildcat's nose is very sharp. We hunters wouldn't get very far without her. Stop saying stuff like that, Azarik. That's right. You blockhead, stop bullying our little one. Look her. Look. Her fur is standing on the. Now, I mean, I will try to. Our. What not larva? Nah, let's skip this. That's right. You blockhead, stop bullying our little wildcat here. And you? Don't you start with that nonsense too. Okay. I think eso no, pero let's continue. Okay. Entonces, yo creo que este es un buen corte para este episodio. I think I will end this episode here. At least we ended in a high note, and I like that too. Oh my god. Ah, what a great what a great interaction, man. Like, she didn't want us to follow their steps or anything. So yeah, I am going to leave this episode here. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, leave a like and comment down below. What do you think on that conversation from before? What yet that Asarik taught us about yet that she likes to hang more with girls. As I said, you're able to do whatever you want, hang out with whoever you want, and talk to whoever you want to. Spend your time. You can. That's it. I mean, they try to make it sound like it's not good or something, or that he's interested in girls, but it is what it is. You can spend the time with whoever you want, wherever you want, and however you want. I mean, at least they do give this kind of sense because, like I said before, it was just the traveler. At least here, the dialogue changes between Lumin and Ether. And I am so glad that they were able to do this, because it wouldn't mean that she is interested in the traveler, but she is interested in one of the twins more likely. And that's looming here. That's really good, actually. I have to give them that. And more interactions like this will come further in the future. So please consider to subscribe so you can see more content like this. I was Game Miracle. We in this channel support Jeht and her beliefs, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!